Hello. All right. So I am going to be talking to you today about something that came up in one of my coaching calls yesterday. I had a lady who was needing help. She was an educator and she was used to having pretty much a bell to bell schedule, right? She would get to work, the bell rings, she goes in, she does her job, she comes out, the bell rings, the next thing happens. And we really got talking about this idea of we go from an environment that's super structured and where people are telling you where to be, when to eat, right? Some places even unfortunately have kind of like bathroom breaks. And what it is we go from a super controlled, regimented environment to being at home where nobody is there. It is just you and whatever it is you possess and potentially your children, right? And what we have to remember is human beings need two things. They need connection. They need to be social. We're social creatures. And they need structure. And literally 3 weeks ago, what happened? Boom, both of those things were gone. We lost the social element and we lost the structure. So there's no shock that maybe you might be spiraling a little bit. That is to be expected. But you have to say, what is within my control? I can't control the fact that we're in this whole shutdown quarantine situation. But what I can control is putting structure into my life. I can get out my Google Calendar. I can block my time. I can contact my friends and maybe plan on doing a meal while we Skype together so we can see each other and we can have that social connection. Like I can create a brand new structure. And just to recap, there's a bonus episode that went out today on the Half Size Me podcast feed. Start with your meals. Even if you're disciplined with it, it doesn't matter. Block it out. Block out your snack times, block out your fitness times, block out your work times, block out your homeschool times, block out everything, house cleaning, social get-togethers online, time for self-improvement, whether you're learning a new language, a new hobby, you're improving your skills for when you do go back to work. Everything should have a time commitment because you need that. You must have it. And that's why so many people are floundering. That's why I get emails, how do I stop myself from eating continuously? You have to remember when you were in a work environment, even if you were a stay-at-home mom and your kids go back and forth to school, you still have bookends to your day. It's not like this one continuous loop of the same, right? And when you think about your job, you had certain expected times for you to be away from your desk, to be eating, to be getting a coffee break, to be doing certain behaviors. You don't have that manager or supervisor checking in on you. You've got to be your own manager and supervisor, and that can be really hard for people. So the reason I say it's so important that you structure your day is because one, with structure, you have guidelines. With guidelines, you can set boundaries. And then what you say is, okay, I've got to be my own boss. I have to adhere to the schedule I put together because why is it that everyone can't take lunch at the same time at most office environments? Because no one's there to man the door or answer the phones or do a job. They have you guys on shifts and schedules so that way everything is running seamlessly, right? Well, in your home, you can run things seamlessly. You can have very structured times that you should be in the kitchen and then times you should not be in the kitchen. And you have to honor that just like when you were at your previous day job and say, okay, this is not my time to eat. I'm not going to be in the kitchen right now. But with that structure, it's going to make it so much easier. And again, on that schedule should be some kind of virtual social connection. I am going to be live with you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to do some Q&A based on the bonus episode that went out today. Yes, again, I say we had a bonus episode go out today. So listen to that. Plan to come tomorrow at 11, maybe bring your lunch. We'll have a lunch date. It'll be great. And then I will answer questions because I want you to survive and thrive during this. There's no reason you can't be taking positive action in your own life right now. All right, my friends, I will be back with you tomorrow.